I wanted to make today's video because with 2025 just starting, we need to know exactly how we're going to be starting this year and what we should be doing. So, the purpose for this video is to show you at the start of the year, a fresh page, a fresh calendar, what are the cryptos doing? How can we expect these to move? And as of now, what should we be doing? Because we just hit that reset button. So before we begin, I'd like you to subscribe. That's one big major step you can take. The reason being, because every day I'm in the trenches and every day I give you updates on what exactly is going on, which means that every day while you brush your teeth, drive to work, get ready for work, whatever you're doing, you can simply turn on these videos and you'll know the daily news of what I found. That being said, let's look at the charts. So, starting off at the top with Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a nice push to the upside in 2024, starting at in November, in the beginning of November, had a nice push to the upside and then peaked in December towards mid right here. It's actually Tuesday, December 17th of 2024 is when it reached its peak at $106,000. Then it was on a descending channel. People were freaking out and selling. And then now at 2025, here we are, Bitcoin is pulling up. So we are at our golden ratio. From swing low to swing high, we are at the golden ratio. We would like to see it hold support, and so far it has. It's held support right here at the golden ratio, meaning that it's trying to gather support, it's trying to gather momentum, it's trying to let the bulls get a breath so that they can take a push to the upside once again and try to break out of this 0.236. So as of now, we don't just want to see red candles here staying here. We want to see them actually trying to make little micro pushes up, because that shows that the bulls are trying to deter the bears from making any pushes, and that's what we're seeing in crypto. We're seeing that currently sitting at $93,000, we are getting a major discount from all-time high of $106,000. Now, although all-time high sounds like a scary word, one thing you should be thinking about, especially in regards to Bitcoin, it's going to be around for a long time. It's going to be around for years and years. So, $106,000 all-time high. How I like to think of it is that's where it can go, meaning that's the tested waters. It's at $93,000 right now, but we know it can go to 106,000 because it's done it before. And towards the end of 2024, it broke all sorts of all-time highs and just kept setting new all-time highs, breaking them, setting new ones, breaking them. So we know it can go to 106,000. So $93,000 is not that bad of a buy. If we know it can go to 106 eventually, wouldn't it be nice to get in at 93,000? When it was 106, everybody was wishing they got in at 93,000. The last time it hit this low was all the way back here in November 26. So November 26 was when we were at the same price that we were. November 26 is when you should have bought. December 23rd is when it was at its all-time. December 17th is when it was at its all-time peak. So you can see there was a decent chunk of time from buying the bottom to selling the top. So that's one thing we can look at now. Now it may go down, of course. There's always the possibility it can push farther down, but that is one thing that you do have to take into consideration, which is why you should know that this is not financial advice. Nothing in this video is financial advice. It's all my personal research I have done, and I'm just telling you what I am seeing at these charts. Do your own research, do what you want with your money. That being said, it can go up, can go down, but looking at the charts, it looks like it will be going up. So, one coin I really wanted to look at is XRP. But before we get to XRP, let's hit Solana. Solana, good old Solana, what have you been doing? In regards to the Solana meme coins, as of now, it's about a 50-50 split. Half of them are down, half of them are up. Solana's not exactly sure. The meme coins aren't sure where they're going to go. The meme coin market doesn't know where it wants to go right now. What it wants to do is go up, but half the coins want to go down. Everybody's unsure. It's a new year, so that just needs some time to cool off. In regards to Solana, though, we were at this 0.786 level, broke up, tried to get into the 0.618 level, couldn't quite get there, so we hit down, but not all the way down to the 0.786. We just came close to it, and then now we've been testing it. We've been setting higher highs, higher lows, and then lower highs, lower lows. We're in a kind of range right here, right under the 0.618, and that's what we want to see. Solana's gaining momentum, guys. Although slowly and not like the gains we saw back here, it's still gaining momentum slowly but surely in order to break towards the upside. Now, the only thing you have to think about, not the only thing, a major thing you have to think about is time. Does Solana have enough time to be building momentum to break to the upside before the bull market ends? Or will it be taking so long to gain momentum that it eventually fades out? Nobody really knows whether that's going to happen or not. Only time will tell. Only time will tell looking at the charts every day. I can sit here and draw tons of lines, use tons of fancy terminology, but at the end of the day, only time will tell. Now, looking at Dogecoin, which is one of the top meme coins and one that we were tracking, it's sitting at that 0.5 level, right under the golden ratio. Now, that is a good / bad sign. It's neither good nor bad. Reason being that it's good that it's right under the golden ratio, which means it only has one zone to push, and that zone is the golden ratio. It doesn't have to get to a zone and then make it to the golden ratio, if that makes sense. What it has to do is just push up, hit golden ratio. Now, the bad is the fact that we are really sitting at this 0.5 level and we are not getting tons of movement. Notice these micro candles right here, which means that the bulls and the bears are basically neck and neck. When the bulls push 2 inches, the bears push back 1 inch. So you can see that we did have tiny green candle, but really not enough to make significant gains. So this market is one where you really want to watch, because unlike Solana, where you could see it was going up and down and up and down, and there were pretty significant candles. Now, none of these were mind-boggling amounts of pushes to the upside or downside, but there were more than these tiny candles, which have basically only a wick. So this one can either go down very fast or be shooting up very fast. So keep your eyes on Dogecoin. But the coin I talked about, XRP, I told you guys I wanted to look at this coin. Why? Well, it had a nice run to the upside. Slowly but surely, it made its pull to the upside, had a pullback, push to the upside again, pullback, push to the upside again, pullback, and then couldn't quite make it to the upside, broke out of the golden ratio, and then actually broke out of the 0.5, closing to the 0.618, had a zone where it was bullish green under the 0.5, and then made it, and it's officially closed above the 0.5 zone. So now we are in the 0.5 zone, which means we're right under the golden ratio. And that is big news for XRP, because that is where we want to be. That is what we want to see, right under the golden ratio, or preferably in the golden ratio. But right under is really good for buying and selling, for mainly buying, not so much for selling, but it's really nice for buying because it means you get some pretty nice discounts. So what have we seen in today's video? We've seen that the market has kind of had this nice reset where many coins are at a pullback, but they're showing potential to run to the upside, which is what we want to see for 2025. It's basically a new year, new market type situation. But with these pullbacks, you do have to be careful because there are situations like Solana where it's trying to push to the next zone or it's trying to hold a zone, but these are pretty significant candles. And there's also ones like Dogecoin where it's not making much progress. It is literally almost just candle wicks and no candle at all, and that is very dangerous because it can shoot to the downside because everybody gets scared and withdraws their money. So that being said, look at the charts, know what you're trading, and I recommend only trading what you fully truly believe in, but of course that's up to you. That being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Adios.